Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be ranking some American fast food. As an honorary American, and as someone who has grown up eating like 200 pounds of fast food in my lifetime, I think it's pretty safe to say I think I know what I'm talking about. And some of my opinions on these places, some of these places are loved universally by people, other places are a little bit more mixed on their reception and likability. Some of my opinions I think are going to piss off a lot of people here. So, first, we got a little bit of a controversial take Arby's. Now, at one point, I would have put Arby's at S. It's gone down a little bit for me. See, Arby's is different. They sell roast beef instead of just like hamburgers or chicken. They got something a little bit different about them. They're a little bit quirky. They're a little bit crazy. And a lot of people think their roast beef. I've heard a lot of people say that their roast beef tastes like ass. I honestly don't have an issue with their roast beef. I honestly like it. I think the roast beef is pretty good. They got good aioli juice. It's just beef drippings, but it's damn good. They got good curly fries. I think they got pretty good wraps and stuff. I think most of their food is like pretty decent. They've got good curly fries. Just about a year ago, they released like some new crinkle cut fries, which actually are almost better than their curly fries. They got a lot of good stuff. I mean, Arby's isn't a place you go to when you're on a diet or when you're trying to be healthy. I mean, sure, you can get some items that are better for you, but in reality, who goes to Arby's to be healthy? Arby's is a place where you get the most fattening roast, biggest like. I mean, for God's sake, they have Meat Mountain at Arby's. I don't know what else I can say to you except that is prime American when they call a sandwich Meat Mountain. You know. Other than that, Arby's is pretty good. Checkers. I've never had Checkers. A lot of these I've never had. So like Whataburger, White Castle. I've never had Papa John's, which I know is actually kind of surprising, but I've never had Papa John's. I've never had Zaxby's. All right, so this top row here, Jimmy John's. Okay, I had Jimmy John's once, but I don't remember it. Sonic. I remember when Sonic first came to my area. It was exciting because they had their little like you sit in their little waiting spot. You order it there. They come out on their roller skates. You get your food. You sit and eat it in the car with your family, and you feel good about yourself. That was pretty exciting. But I remember I got a cheeseburger from them. The cheeseburger wasn't bad. But we had like those cloth seats. And me being like 12, I spilled mustard and ketchup on the seats. It stained it. And listen, we Febrezed our car. We did all the stuff to get the smell out. The fucking car smelled of burger for months. And we could not get that smell out of the car. That was like etched into the fibers of the engine, for Christ's sakes. I mean, they've got good popcorn chicken. They've got other good stuff. I know their big thing is hot dogs. I don't think I've ever had a fast food hot dog. And to be honest, considering most hot dogs are already like not that. Someone who's not a fan of hot dogs already, I don't want to know what those hot dogs are made out of or what guy got castrated to make it. But yeah, I mean, the one thing that they used to have that was really good that pisses me off because they removed it was they had pretty good barbecue chicken legs or barbecue wings. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good, but they removed it, and that's what pisses me off is they removed it. All right, IHOP is not fast food, but it is the definition of America. Pretty much, I just think it's your basic like chain diner. You get eggs, you get your bacon for breakfast, you get your pancakes, you get your dinner. I think they sell dinner there. I have no idea, but like you get your basic dinner. Your sandwich melts or your hamburgers. I haven't been there in years, but really, it's see. This might be biased, and I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can. But if I want to go to like a good diner, I'd rather go to a local one. And I'm trying not to be biased because if we looked at it from the fact of, I could just go get real, authentic food, then this would defeat the whole purpose. This is fast food. It's fast and it's meant to taste relatively good. And like, if I compared it to every like place, then it'd be like not as easy to rank. It'd be much harder. Panda Express, that's a prime example of that. Panda Express is the definition of American Chinese food. It is legitimately just American Chinese fast food. And it's not bad, but you can't tell me, and I'll say this is the same with Arby's too. You don't ever sit there. You don't look at the logo for Panda Express or Arby's. You don't sit there and think, you know what? I'm craving Panda Express. Nobody does that. Like, if you do that, good for you. But I don't sit there and think, Panda Express is really on my craving list. Like, I'll crave IHOP. I'll crave an IHOP omelet before I crave Panda Express or Arby's. I'm sorry to tell you. Alright. Listen. Maybe this is because I'm not in the South. But I don't like Popeyes. See, I had their chicken once. It was kind of warm. It wasn't bad. But it was, to be realistically, kind of underwhelming. And what really puts it off for me is I had a Coke, and that shit tasted like battery acid. Now, I don't understand how they fucked up Coke. Coke is a very hard drink to fuck up. But either someone was pissing in their machines and not cleaning it, or it was just Coke from Mars. I don't know. It tasted like... Let's just put it like this. Their Coke tasted like it had the cane in it, and it was nasty. It was nasty Coke. That's all I can say. Little Caesars can also go right there. I get it's $5 pizza, it's cheap, but when I had it, the shit was so greasy, the cheese was about to start running away from me. It was sliding off like it had like WD-40 on it. It didn't taste that great. And I mean, I'm pretty sure the location we got it from, they got like a health code violation because they found maggots in the flour, so maybe that just shows location. Because, like, location for some of these places is important. Some locations, they have the highest standards. Our location had fucking maggots in the food, so I guess that shows. I mean, we had it before that came out, so for all I know, I've had maggots for lunch. Even worse, I think we had it, like, as a late night thing. We're just driving in the car, and when you have late night food, you want to enjoy it. That was not enjoyable, But yeah, alright, another decisive fast food place. Burger King. Burger King used to be higher up for me. They got decent burgers. They're a little more pricey than a lot of these places. Their nuggets are cheap. They're like, Their nuggets are kind of dookie, not even gonna lie. But, they got decent burgers. Their fries, I actually kind of like their fries. At least their Coke doesn't taste like battery acid. I used to really like the Whopper, but I don't know what it is, like whether the mayo and the ketchup and the mustard just don't mix very well. I haven't been there in like a couple months. I mean, their chicken fries are okay. Other than that, it's just like, they got other stuff I've had from there, but it's McDonald's, but worse. That's all it is. It's just at this point, it's just a sad fight to be in McDonald's. So, it's sad, but it's not bad, it's just sad. Wendy's. I like Wendy's. I had I think I had one of their new items like 6 months ago, like it was their hot honey crispy chicken sandwich. It was pretty good. They did their spicy nuggets, pretty good. I think they revamped their French fries, pretty good. I'm trying to think of good things to say so I don't get insulted by them on Twitter. They're pretty good roasters on Twitter, I will say. But other than that, I've had their breakfast. Their breakfast is okay. Like they have like potato wedges or some shit. Those are pretty good. I mean, their food's pretty good, but it's like, I think they're one of the few places you don't sit there and think, I want a burger from. Like, their burgers got such a basic ass name. Dave's Single, Dave's Double, Dave's Triple. Like, who names their burger Dave? That's like if I named like a month-old sandwich like Joe. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of wild. Taco Bell. I like Taco Bell. Sometimes they are a little overrated, but most of the time they're pretty good. I like their AM Crunch Wrap, their steak AM Crunch Wrap. They got some good tacos. Um, Now this one isn't on here, but it is a fast food chain, so I'm gonna compare it. We got a place called Taco John's. I think it's got about 100 locations. It's like Taco Bell but better. It's about as greasy, about as horrible for you, but it just tastes better. You know, a meat you can get like a meat and potato burrito, like steak or chicken, and it's pretty damn good. But Taco Bell is up there. So Taco John's would be S if it was on here, but it's not as big of a chain. Subway. I do enjoy Subway. I know that that's one of those location dependent ones, and their ingredients are dependent. Subway's not a place I get all the time, but the thing I like about Subway is you get a foot long, you got freaking a meal for 2 days, and they have most of their stuff is pretty good. I think I've never had a bad Subway experience. I mean, I'm not like those fuckers that enjoy getting tuna. So I'm not. I like tuna, but I'm not gonna get tuna from a fast food place. So it's like no. Subway, I think is pretty good. They did their revamp. I thought their revamp was pretty good. Five Guys. I actually haven't had Five Guys. I think I had it once, but I don't remember it. Applebee's, again, a lot of people hate Applebee's because of the freaking Fancy Like song. It's just your basic diner, man. That's all it is. Like, it's the same as IHOP, but, like, dinner. Auntie Anne's, I heard they're actually pretty good. Chili's, I've never been to Chili's. Chipotle's alright. Actually, I'll give Chipotle an A. I used to be really obsessed with Chipotle for a while. They have good burritos. They're just expensive. That's their biggest downfall. They have some pretty good burritos. I think I've had their protein bowl once. Their power bowls or whatever they're called. They're pretty good. I like them. Chipotle makes decent burritos. Denny's. Okay, look. I know I said basic diner, but Denny's just hits home. I think Denny's it wins out of all the greasy, like, slathered home-cooked food that reminds you of grandma. I think it wins out on that one. It's got the aesthetic. It wins. Domino's Pizza. I love Domino's. I think it's better than Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut has gone hill. I think you can definitely out Pizza the Hut. Domino's, I know a lot of people used to hate Domino's, but they've gotten really good in the last 12 years. And I have never had bad pizza from Domino's. CC's Pizza, haven't had it. Hardee's Pizza, yeah, no, I don't think they sell pizza, but Hardee's, I used to really like Hardee's, but they've got pretty good chicken strip baskets. They do some different stuff, but even as like some of these places that do like over the top greasy huge burgers, I think they might do it a little too much. Like, they've got these huge, monstrous burgers, and they're not even that good. If you're gonna have a big-ass burger that's, like, horrible for you, at least have it be somewhat decent. Other than that, their food's not horrible. In-N-Out, I haven't had it. KFC, I haven't had them in years, but, I mean, fried chicken, what's not to love about fried chicken? My biggest issue, though, is they're so expensive. I'm not, for a goddamn 16-piece, it's $32. Like, God, that's why we haven't had it in years. It's expensive, but it's pretty good. Buffalo Wild Wings, I haven't had. Chick-fil-A, I haven't had a lot of their food, actually. I think I've had, like, a lemon ice drink, and that's about it. I've had their waffle fries, and they're pretty good, but I think people overhype Chick-fil-A. I mean, it's probably one of the healthier places you can go to. But there's some other reasons that I'm not going to say that I just don't like them. I think they're overrated. Their management sucks, in my opinion. But other than that, not bad. Panera Bread. Listen, I had Panera once. I tried this weird-ass coffee that looked like unicorn piss. And that is legitimately what it tasted like, was unicorn piss. It was like multicolored, it had little swirls in it. It just tasted like straight up unicorn semen, and it was nasty. Nasty. I'm sure they have good food, don't get me wrong, but nasty. Leo's. Never had it. I know how I said, like, I would never eat, like, fast food tuna, but Long John Silver's, before it closed down, I actually kind of liked it. They had okay hush puppies. Their fish amazingly wasn't disgusting. Really, that's about all they had. I think was fish and hush puppies. It was a different kind of fast food place where they mainly specialized in fish, but I know they're not super popular anymore. Marco's Pizza is pretty good. The only issue is the one here. Some dude, like, I'm pretty sure he got fired. I hope he got fired for it. Motherfucker was sticking his hand in his pants, not washing it, and going back to making the pizzas. So, like, to give it that extra flavor. But, like, Marco's is Marco's. They have some good stuff. McDonald's. I know this is so basic and so white of me to put this up here, but McDonald's. Maybe I'm just maybe this just shows how American I am, but I have a lot of points in the McDonald's app, You see, when I'm trying to get girls, I just show them how many points I have on the McDonald's app. I can't say that shit with a straight face, but I like McDonald's way too much. They've got pretty good, they've got good coffee. They got a good McCafe collection. That's like McDonald's, like, big thing is they have quite an array of coffee, and they have some good coffee. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, whether you think they use piss as creamer, apparently I like piss as creamer because I like their coffee. I think they're pretty good. They've got pretty good food. The nostalgic factor is helping out here. Happy Meal. I'm pretty sure they made an adult Happy Meal for all the freaking man babies and she babies and shit. Other than that, I like it. They've got decent burgers. They got good fries, obviously. They got good dipping sauce. They got good nuggies. They got almost good everything. Some of their food, yeah, is absolute dog shit, but most of it is good. Dairy Queen. Oh. Okay, look. Their food. Their food is okay. Their food's not like, you don't think about going to Dairy Queen for their burgers or their chicken baskets or anything like that. Their food's actually pretty okay, but their ice cream is what propels it. The blizzards, the sundaes, the cones. It's good. I guess I forgot to mention this with Wendy's. They got a good Frosty, but nothing compares to Dairy Queen. I'm sorry. Nothing compares to Dairy Queen. They got such damn good ice cream. It's so nostalgic of, hey mom, can we go to Dairy Queen for an ice cream cone? Or for a sundae? Or for a blizzard? It's nostalgic. Pizza Hut. I used to like Pizza Hut a lot. That was our place that we go to. But they've gone down in quality. At least here, where I am. Pizza Hut's okay. I mean, if it was like the only thing to get, you bet your ass I'm getting it for pizza. But Pizza Hut is actually pretty good. I think they're overhyped, I just don't think they're as good. They're good, but not as good as they used to be. Starbucks. Okay, I don't have an issue with Starbucks. I'm a huge coffee person. Like I said, I'm white. Just Starbucks. They've got good coffee. I think sometimes the taste is a little different for me. I've had them get my order. I ordered a caramel latte once, and the fuckers gave me vanilla. So that just shows you my experience with Starbucks. And again, there's a smaller chain we have in the Midwest called Caribou, and I think they are the Caribou is pretty much the Midwest version of Starbucks. They're not any cheaper, but I think they taste better in general. Starbucks isn't bad, but the amount of Karens and the amount of just fuck ups there are, it's all right. It's all right. Steak and Shake. I'm not from New York. The Krusty Krab. I love me some sea kelp for my morning commute. Get a sea kelp McGriddle on my way to work. It's great. Waffle House. I've never had it. Church's Chicken. Never had it. Never had it. A lot of these I haven't had. Johnny Rockets, haven't had it. Del Taco. Free Shavacado. Olive Garden. Again, I kind of like Olive Garden. I know people seem to hate Olive Garden, but it's fake Italian food. But I think it's pretty good. More nostalgic because it was one of the nicer places I'd go to with some family friends, and I thought Olive Garden. They have some good. There's some good pastas and stuff, I guess. Red Robin's, I heard they're good. Never had it. Crackle. Yeah, anyways, Cracker Barrel. Never had. Dave and Buster's, never had. Bob Evans, I didn't know that was like an actual restaurant. I just thought it was their brand of macaroni and cheese from Walmart. Tim Hortons, that's Canadian mainly, on the border. Haven't had that. Krispy Kreme, I have a local like, I know that's so bad to say local, but I've never had Krispy Kreme. I have a local place I've had. Dunkin', never had. I heard Baskin Robbins is alright. Never had that one. I heard the Cheesecake Factory's good. I haven't had it though. I don't know what this is. Oh, not that one. I don't know what that is. 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 Haven't had that. Haven't had that. Alright. 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 The last places. A&W. The good root beer. I think their food's alright. I've had them on a small road trip. They're pretty good. They got good root beer floats. They got good burgers. But it's just a place that you get if you see it on the side of a highway and you need a quick pick me up. They're pretty good. Other than that, Firehouse Subs. I really need to try them. I heard they're good. I do need to try them. Golden Corral. Okay. This is an A. This is a tough one because this used to be one of my favorite places. This is a buffet, but they're so good. It used to be such a good place. Unfortunately, mine closed down because of a health code violation. Maybe they just show us how good food in my town is. We've had 3 different popular places closed down because of like health code violations, or people fired because of like doing some nasty shit. It's sad. But Golden Corral used to be amazing. Eat until you couldn't eat no more. You know, they had good stuff. They had mashed potatoes, peas, chicken, steak, chocolate milk. They had everything, and I loved Golden Corral. But they got closed down because there was like salmonella in their food, which, kind of sad. But it's okay. Hooters. You know what's funny? We used to have a Hooters here, but I've never been to it. I think it got closed down because like we just had people in our town that was like, no, get this out. The fact that it even got opened is hilarious. All right, Longhorn. Again, Longhorn is good. These steak places like this I always find are good. They're just all the same. So like Outback, that goes up there. They're all the same. They're like a little more expensive. Your upper middle class, like Monday or Friday night meal, with the family. They're pretty good, but they're just so basic. Like Texas Roadhouse, that also goes right there. It's like Longhorn, Outback, and Texas Roadhouse are like the trinity of like white, like blue collar steakhouses. It's like the holy trinity. Red Lobster. Look, that's also like if we're gonna have like a quadruple, that's like the fourth thing of like a white collar, like good food, or blue collar. I'm getting them mixed up. Red Lobster I love. They have good stuff. I mean, I live in an area where a lot of fish gets done in because I live near Minnesota. It's like mainly lakes and stuff, so fishing's a big thing. But they're pretty good. I like Red Lobster. They got some good stuff. I like shrimp. Other than that, this is my ranking. Tell me what you guys would change. Tell me if you would disagree with me strongly and you want to, like, just strangle me because I put Arby's at B and Popeyes at D. Tell me what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed my definitive ranking. And, yeah.